Guys, welcome back to another episode of Unmotivated. I'm sitting down with Tim from the Blendery and Daniel from Whiskey Tangos. Now, we've got two legends in the house. It's always a blessing, if not a pleasure, to talk to them both. Tim, walk them through, and again, this is being documented. We've documented a few things. What makes Whiskey Tango so special? Can you not hear me? It's okay. You talk. Keep talking. Keep talking. It could be that. I know exactly.
What was the question? I couldn't hear you.
I said, what does it mean for you to work with Whiskey Tangos? Like, why are you working with Whiskey Tangos?
Yeah. So I've been in the business game for a long time. And at some point you only want to do business with the people that align with your values. And Daniel does that, from his beliefs to his pouring back into the community to his love and passion for whiskey. And I mean, we know some of the same people.
Yeah, I think family too, right? Like all of our family stuff. And
everything. So yeah, if I was going to work with one liquor store, he would be the one, and he is the one. Yeah. And he continues to almost build his reputation with me because of how he shows up. And he's so easy to work with. Like if I'm the vendor, if I'm dealing with another company, I want to be easy to work with. I remember telling you when we first even found those buff turkey barrels, like, hey, guys, I want to leave the place better than I found it. I want to be respectful of them. I want to bring our own tools. I want to make it so easy on them to deal with us that they can't say no. That we become one of their best customers because we bring all of our own stuff. We're decisive. I'll cut him a check before we leave, to where when he gets the best barrels in, he's calling us first because we're so easy to deal with. And Daniel's that way with me because he's so easy to deal with. And even if we've had some conflict come up and we've had some stuff and, hey, this didn't go as planned or whatever, what do you want to do? And he's always like, hey, man, you know me. I'm easy. Whatever you think is fair, I'm in.
What I love about Daniel, too, though, is that he actually has a background in business. So whiskey isn't the thing that is the means-all, be-all, right? So he's like, I've got experience in your space, losing, winning, suffering even.
Yeah.
And so when you say, hey, Daniel, we got these problems, it's like, oh, say less, buddy. I've been there before. Let's figure out how to manage that, because if this is the first one, we probably got 10 more.
And the truck ride over here is kind of funny because he's like, oh, man, we're losing money. I was like, why are you losing money? You shouldn't be losing money. Like, hey, you got the best whiskey. Yeah, you're in a small market, but there's enough people around there.
Sure.
Like, there's no reason why you should be losing money. And it's like, man, like let's lean into more of what you're getting, because what you're getting is stuff that nobody else. I mean, not even in the state of Texas, nobody's getting in Texas, and you're getting incredible things. So yeah, I mean, it's like, man, it hurts my heart a little bit to hear that, like, you're not making any money.
I like that, though. So in Tim's case, he says, man, it hurts my heart to hear that. I love it because in your case, Tim, you've built 3 major businesses, right? And outside of being a master of operations, you know the importance of marketing and what it means to communicate that effectively, right? So in this case, shout out to Daniel, because even when Jimmy messaged me and says, hey, man, we got to see if Daniel give us this bottle. I was like, bro, it don't work that way. I don't do that anyway. If I need something, I'm like, yo, Tim, let me borrow whatever, but I'll give it back to you. So part of me being able to leverage my relationships is me doing a video and tell them in the future to pay off. But even more importantly, I'm also not like, yo, give me everything you spent $2,000 on for free. I'm like, let's create content, because that's the most leverageable asset. So what I love about Daniel also is him reaching out and saying, Trev, I see this is working, and I want to make sure that it keeps working. So I said, yo, pull up. Let's get a podcast done. Let's get 3 or 4 more videos done. Let's make sure you leave with 30 options to post and share, because I know how bad it is to have something you love and nobody be able to see the value in it until everyone sees the value in it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get caught up in all the other stuff and all the other things that people tell you should do, and you should run this. And I mean, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said you should run your business this way, and you probably have that too.
Oh, all the time.
and it's like, hey, no, I'm pretty clear. I'm pretty clear on what I need to do. And so every once in a while, I get some good advice, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. And most of the time, it's from Chance over there.
But that's someone
And
who's
those
also
are the good ideas, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's someone who's also obsessed with the whiskey blender, right?
That's true.
And my thing was, I've told every company I've worked with, I can learn to obsess about your business, but I tell people this all the time. If no one tells you this, I can scout character, right? So when I went into the blendery, I never understood whiskey. You know that better than anyone. I said, but
True.
there's a superpower here, and it's customer service. That's scalable. I can scale.
Yeah, people like it's such an advantage to have people excited to come to the blendery. It's such an advantage, and if we take that for granted, the first day we take that for granted, like it loses a little bit of its magic.
Oh, my
A
man
little
that was
bit.
there today.
There's
Like, dude.
there's so many businesses out there that people like, oh man, you're conflict resolution the whole time, or you're trying to do this, and we have the advantage of people being excited to walk through our doors and spend money, and that is such a gift that we don't want to take that for granted.
And mind you, I think Tim is also people excited to meet you, man. I told Tim, I literally told Tim I got to do better because there are people who wave to me and want to talk to me now because they like see me in the videos. I'm like, I'm just here. I'm just a video man. And Tim has continued to reassure me. He's like, bro, it's not that simple. You know,
I look forward to the day that the business is running so well on its own that I can just pop in, meet people,
Yep.
have great conversations with them, share great whiskey with them, and then bounce out.
hey, look,
That's where I'm at. That's,
I love it.
and mind you, I think those days are coming sooner than later because of
We're 2 to 3 years away, I think.
I probably pulled out a little bit, like I shouldn't have done that just quite yet, but I'm there, but I probably need to be engaged a little bit. Just talking about what you were talking about earlier when we were talking about on the car ride over, like losing money and stuff like that. Like it's not that the store's losing money; it's just it lost money. But like, I just probably need to engage again. I've kind of disengaged a little bit. You know, I've got some stuff going on and whatnot. So like fun stuff, and so I just need to get back in there a little bit more. So
And maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, maybe not. Like it'd be great if I didn't. But
Yeah, I mean,
I think what you said is like letting people know the quality and the level of the stuff that we have is. I feel like we're almost starting over a little bit. Like we've been in business for 8 years or so, 7, 8 years, and then like now we're just like hitting that next level with the blendery and the next level with where whiskey is.
hey,
and,
you
and how
know
we're
it's
doing
good when I have FOMO after you come pick up a bunch of bottles, and I'm like, man.
I hate to see those go.
Because even last week I was like, all right, hey, I can't do this. I can't keep holding back,
I
2,
just
4,
told him in the
5,
video that's
6
been recorded.
cases.
Like, yo, bro, I
I
thought you was done with
I
this.
can't keep doing that. And then it's like, oh man, when I try the cherry cola, I'm like,
Gotta keep a few.
I gotta keep some of these, and then I'm drinking the Fright Night right now. I'm like, this rye is incredible.
It's incredible, yeah.
Truly unbelievable.
And so not just keep some for me, like I'll keep a couple bottles, but there's a lot of people.
You've got demand
that are,
down here.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a ton of demand
Yeah.
for it.
Ton of demand, people.
and they want it. I mean, there's so much demand that there's people driving to Missouri
Yeah.
just to pick up the bottles that we sent up there.
Guy told me tonight.
We had two or three people show up at the blendery today
I've
on
got
a
the videos,
Monday
man.
that were closed because he told them they would be up there, and they're trying to get early access to some of the stuff that's going up to Missouri, and that's pretty cool.
Hey, look, let me tell you this, man. The blendery is onto something. Whiskey Tangos understands what the blendery is onto. And even more importantly, for those whiskey aficionados who are chasing whiskey, right? They go, what better whiskey to chase than the blendery stuff? Mm-hmm. And so then that goes back to how we communicate it, which is marketing.
Yeah.
So if you don't market it effectively, if you don't share the story, if you don't talk about you guys' value to the business world or the whiskey space, then maybe it's one person driving versus 5 to 6 or a person every week saying, and then so these guys are asking me, mind you, I do the social media objectively for both platforms, my Best Whiskey and the, Whiskey Blendery. And like, Trev, man, how do we get that whiskey tango stuff? I was like, what the fuck are you asking, bro? They're like, well, can you call Daniel? I said, no, motherfucker, I can't call him. What do you need? They're like, well, we need that citrus punch and stuff. I'm like, you need it or you want to drink it? Which one is it?
Yeah, they want it. They want it. Everybody has their hobbies.
Hey, look at Jimmy like this.
She just showed me a
Was it
text.
Jeff?
Somebody's blown up. Did you talk to Daniel today? You know?
Dude, they itching like crackheads, bro. And I haven't even posted. Like, mind you, I posted nothing yet to allude to you being here. But big thank you to you for still coming.
Yeah.
Because they're like, when I tell you, I've never seen grown men act like kids until this whiskey thing became a second thing. And they're all like, Trev, what can you do? I'm like,
Are you surprised at how much similarities there are with like kids collecting, whether it's baseball cards or trying
Pokemon,
different candies or like, whatever. It's like,
I am surprised, Tim, because I never was a collector. Like, my biggest issue is I've never been a fan of anything. So I'm disconnected because kind of like I talked to Richard DeBerry. You know him. Mm-hmm. I said, Richard, I don't understand fame. And Richard said, Trev, I had a 20-minute conversation with Flex Wheeler today. Flex Wheeler for us, bodybuilding world, Kenny, whatever. Point is this, I didn't understand that there was a real thing until dudes 3 times my size, and I'm not a small person, were grabbing me, hugging me, thanking me for taking care of my dogs. And in the whiskey space, learned that at KBF, same community goes, thank you for everything you do. I'm like, dogs? They're like, no, whiskey. I'm like, fucking whiskey. They were like, yeah.
that was a cool moment for me, actually.
And you go, what have I done for whiskey? They're like, well, you articulate.
You do a lot.
You ask a lot of great questions. You and that guy, they go, this is black people. You and that guy are great. I go, really? And mind you, I'm going to be very candid and say, black people don't clap for people. So when they stop what they're doing or speak out loud, and it's not hate, you go, that's interesting. That means we've done something right. So I was telling Tim as he asked, do you ever get tired of restarting? And I said, no. All I heard was I'm the only one. And so how do we restart if we're the first person to start and can start correctly? Again, under the mentorship and guidance of something like the Whiskey Blender with Tim, who I've now befriended. I walked in as a, let me help you with social media, to now, that's my friend. And we have, again, there's no exchange of ill intent. There's no, let me get to this faster than you. It's like, walk me through exactly what we need to do to be successful. And let's close it out. Like, if I sell something for $100 million and we did 50-50, that's $50 million I didn't have. You go, somebody's like, oh man, you should have got 100. I'm like, what would you do with $100 million? Oh, you don't have a good idea. That's right.
Right.
So I'm like, that's not how you think about this. So I've got to give the Whiskey Blendery, it's kudos and even Whiskey Tangos, because again, both these people understand business and the function of it. And then the journey of what it means to grow a brand or an opportunity for others to both invest and fall in love with something amazing.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, I've been on 4 trips now to Kentucky, and I too missed the boat a few times. But man, I tell you, every time I go back, I say, man, that's what makes the Blendery special.
Even the trips to Kentucky, and I think you would say this too, like everyone is unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to find, what you're going to get into, and it's a lot of fun, at this stage in the game because you're trying so many barrels, like barrels that haven't made it to market yet.
Yeah. But buddy, like for me, like when I walk in with you guys at Kentucky and the level of stuff and that we get to try,
fun.
dude,
So much
it
fun.
is such a joy and so fun. My wife, that's why my wife says yes too. She's like, she sees
Value exchange.
how great it is and how
Huge.
fun it is, and then as we walk through those rick houses and we pick barrels and stuff like that, and we do things, drill, whatever. I have to pinch myself sometime and think like, not everybody gets to do this.
No.
Very
No
few.
one gets to do it, bro.
Very few.
Look, Chance. My bad, Chance. Daniel, I looked online and I asked him, I said, what makes us unique is that we get a first-hand crack at everything nobody's cracking.
Yeah.
So when you look at Heaven Hill or you look at MGP, even though we didn't get to digging barrels there, but you go to Green River and Bluegrass and some others and dig in, and you guys get to make a choice and see the excitement. You go, that's what makes us different. And now if we do this more, they're like, hey, you guys got to come here. Got you.
That's already starting to happen.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah.
we Tim has opened up and allowed it a space where you get the first right of refusal by way of choosing personally what you like and don't like. And then the beauty about it is Daniel, Chance, myself, and many others, Buck, get to come along and say, that's good. I'd buy that. And the beauty about it is everyone who shows up contributes
Yeah.
financially, palette wise, etc. Right?
Yeah, even like from our trip, this last KBF trip, like we didn't know that Old Louisville distributed in Missouri, and so until we were there, and Amin said,
I remember
yeah,
that.
go through whoever, I forget, and I don't deal with vendors a whole lot, so apologize, but when I got back from Kentucky, we had 6 different barrels and bottles from Old Louisville sitting on our shelves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
And-
that.
Yeah, and we're almost sold out of them.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Does me know that?
I don't know. I told Brian to take a picture and send it to Tom. Tom's his name, and I said have Tom send that to Amin, but I didn't.
Oh
I
man,
didn't
yeah.
follow
We'll
through.
have to let him know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, 100%. Now, guys, listen, we're done 15-minute bit. I thought I was going to turn this into part 2, but this is good for Tim and I because you go 15 minutes. I can do a lot with 15 minutes,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
And it's been super impactful information. Now, Tim's got to get out of here, guys. We've said we got to get him on the podcast more. I promise you, you don't know how much is in this man. And him and I have had deep conversations about how we want to impact this world, who we have to be when we wake up every day, and what type of content we want to put out. If you are a religious person, trust me, Jesus Christ would be on social media.
Yeah.
Whether he was posting for himself, somebody like, yo, do you see this dude walking on water? It'd be like this. Do you see this dude make this dude see? Is that crazy? So when you think you're good, believe me.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
And I didn't say this when you were doing your other video
Yeah, yeah.
there. And it's like, why, like, Tim, why did you choose Daniel? Like I almost did a Jesus reference.
Yeah.
Because he's picking the center, man. He's picking the people that you would not think that he would lean into. He's picking those sinners to join him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I say that all in fun.
For sure.
But also it's like, hey, I mean, we align, and there's no difference between
Dude,
me
we
and
walked
you
past
and
the
me and
Jesus
you,
freak
and like,
at the KBF, and the dude was like, Jesus, you guys got to come drinking.
yeah.
And Tim's holding a whole
Yeah,
bottle
yeah.
that's been open. It's
yeah.
like, how do you feel about that? He's like, that motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
But let me let me very clear tell you this, guys. It is a sure thing that we are going to die, go wherever we going.
And I can say this too. And Kim and I, my wife and I, talked about this, and I don't know if I've talked to you about this or not, but somebody is going to sell whiskey, right?
Facts.
So the best thing is if a Christian who could tell somebody about Jesus is the one that's sharing that with them to say, hey, like there's more in life. And who else is going to, that guy on the corner is not going to meet somebody who's struggling,
yeah.
coming in and having a hard time. He's not reaching anybody.
100%, bro.
But like one of us
Look.
could very easily say,
The,
Hey,
the,
look-
amount,
I mean,
of
I know
the
what-
amount of conversations that I have at the Blendery that involve faith are kind of shocking,
Yeah.
even to
You're
me.
not shocking, man.
same for me.
Like
As-
the people that walk through the door, I've had people, perfect strangers, walk through the door, that and this is like when we're slow, and these people just show up, and then they come to the back bar, and then they start telling me about what's going on in their life. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, they do it.
It-
though.
They
look,
do it.
They tell you
then
everything.
It's because
almost,
good and bad energy cannot be created nor destroyed. And there's a goodness bestowed upon both of you guys that gets those people, they're relieved. I've been there. Because I try to answer it too. Like, why are these people telling me? Like, if I was like, hey, man, how's the day going? They're like, oh, man. I'm like, oh, shit. This motherfucker finna give me 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's because you can't destroy either one, or so you got to make a choice, right? You guys have chosen goodness even in strife. So when things are going bad, you're like, it's going to be okay. When they're going terrible, get this, it's going to be okay. When they're going exactly wrong, you're like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, when they're going good, you go, damn, this is crazy. and it is those moments where it is clear that, as Jesus said in Revelations, why don't you go to the churches? For what good do I serve the self-righteous? People don't understand. It's like, hey, you don't go to, I'm like, what did he literally said in the, what good do I serve the self-righteous? If you think you know, then I can't help you. So in my opinion, it's better that you spend time in the things that you love. And mind you, you're not using it to leverage drunkenness or hatred or anger or envy or greed even.
Yeah.
Hey, let's connect. Let's add value. Let's talk about your journey. Let's build a business. Let's help other people. Let's do charity. Like what I learned about whiskey from both of you is that the last thing is about is profitability. I actually don't know that you either one of you make money. I can physically.
Well, we know he doesn't. He said it.
I didn't mince one quarter. I think is what I said.
Which
Hey
goes,
man, hey, the first couple years, like it.
Oh.
The first couple
Oh,
years
my
with us,
gosh.
man. I was thankful to be successful in some of the other stuff I've done to
Well,
fund this.
Yeah, I'm
and
thankful I
still
don't have to work.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to work this for a living.
Yeah.
Like this is not my job.
Yep.
Right. Same.
guys, and that's what makes it interesting, man. Look, we got these guys on the Unmotivated podcast. So we're going to ask Daniel in the next episode what keeps him motivated. But I appreciate Tim, this 20 minutes, giving us 20. This is 20.
I said I was only going to give you 5.
I know.
felt like 5, though.
But the beauty about
It
it
did
is,
feel like 5.
and that's the beauty about it. Like people say, yo, that was 40 minutes. I'm like, yeah, we were just talking, whatever we was talking, right?
Yeah.
We just talked about life and whiskey and the journey. And mind you, this is one of a ton.
Yeah.
And it's because I believe Whiskey Tangos isn't going anywhere. I know for a fact the blender is not going nowhere. Love showing up,
But
showing
we're
out.
going somewhere.
That's when I say going anywhere, I mean like, yo, they're never like Tim's never gonna give up.
We're not leaving.
So if anybody tells you this, look, the man's not gonna give up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 7, 8 people here, and I didn't market anything. There's no advertisement for it showing up on a Monday at my house. It's like
Right.
15 bottles on the table, all great bottles and great times and
15.
great people.
My ass.
Yeah, but it's probably more than that if we're being honest. But
I brought
what
10.
what an opportunity, man. So big thank you to Whiskey Tangos. Big thank you to the Whiskey Blendery. Shout out to everybody who's trying to figure out what their life goals are, what their purpose is, what they mean, what they want to achieve. We're going to come back in another episode with Whiskey Tangos and talk a little bit of life. Big thank you to Tim for showing up, man. It means so much to the guys every time he shows an appearance or shows his face because they're like, man, Trev, these are the days. Tim, you don't know this, but I woke up to probably 5, 6 messages. That Monday when you came, they were like, yo, best Monday of my life.
Really?
Those are the moments that you create to pray that, like, man, if I died today, that was the best day I lived. And it's because of people like that bring whiskey together.
Yeah.
And there's no other way to say it. So, guys, keep it whiskey. Thank you for watching. Stay motivated if nobody tells you, and stay tuned. Good stuff, guys. You guys killed it, man.